I'm here at the Euromoney Egypt conference with Reza Baqir, who's the senior resident representative of the IMF in Egypt. Reza, thank you very much for being with us today.
Pleasure, thanks.
Has Egypt's economy turned the corner?
Egypt's economy today is in a much stronger position than it was before the authorities started their homegrown reform program. Growth is up, unemployment is down, deficits and debt and external imbalances are down, and at the same time there has been a greater confidence in the private sector, in the outlook for Egypt. These are all impressive achievements, and at the same time they point to the importance of persevering with the reform momentum to continue to reap the benefits of these actions.
And what do you think the administration needs to prioritize this year and next?
Egypt has a young and dynamic population. Creating enough private sector jobs for Egypt's labor force is one of the key priorities of the government's reform program. We estimate, by our analysis, that there is a need to create 700,000 new jobs every year just to keep the unemployment rate stable. To bring the unemployment rate down, there'll be a need to create more jobs. The authorities have embarked on a number of areas to try to create a more vibrant and dynamic private sector that can create so many jobs. Examples include they've worked on making it easier to get licenses for creating new businesses. They've started on a comprehensive program to reform and bring more transparency in the allocation of land for industrial purposes. They are embarking on a plan to make the Egyptian Competition Authority more independent. They have done reforms in many other areas as well to broadly improve and strengthen transparency. Persevering with these and successfully implementing these will go a long way towards the private sector creating those 700,000 jobs a year.
And what lessons can other countries learn from Egypt's reform program?
I would point three things. The first has to do with the importance of having a reform program where the government has ownership, what we call homegrown.
Yeah.
And I think Egypt's experience shows that the likelihood of a reform program being successful is much higher when it's homegrown and has the ownership of the government. I think number two is the importance of tackling problems head on. We often hear about tackling low-hanging fruit, but I think what is important is to not miss the opportunity to go after some big problems. This is the second area where Egypt has demonstrated it has gone after difficult issues that were previously difficult, such as subsidies and the foreign exchange rate regime. They've gone after that and they've successfully tackled it, and I think it shows the importance of not hesitating from tackling big problems. And I think finally, the third that I would mention is the importance of perseverance. As you know, over the course of the reform program, there have been several external headwinds. Oil prices rose. We've had turbulence in emerging markets as an asset class, but we have seen perseverance on the part of the authorities to stick with the reform program. And I think these three, ownership, tackling the difficult problems, and perseverance, they are a good message for other countries.
Yeah, so it's a long road, but they're on the right track.
Indeed.
Reza, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.